The year is 2005. America is at war. Not a war fought on distant battlefields, but one waged on its own streets. The enemy-powerful drug cartels flooding the nation with narcotics. Their weapons cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine. Their victims, countless American lives lost to addiction, violence, and despair. The cartels operated with seeming impunity, their tentacles reaching deep into American society. They corrupted law enforcement, intimidated witnesses, and terrorized entire communities. The human cost was staggering. Something had to be done. The FBI, tasked with protecting America from its most dangerous threats, recognized the severity of the crisis. They had to evolve. To meet this new enemy head-on, Operation Vanquish was born. Operation Vanquish wasn't just another drug bust. It was a fundamental shift in the FBI's approach to fighting organized crime. The old methods, focusing on street-level dealers and small-time traffickers, weren't working. The cartels were too vast, too interconnected. The FBI needed a new strategy, one that targeted the cartel's core infrastructure. They needed to cut off the head of the snake. Vanquish aimed to dismantle the cartels from the top down, focusing on their leadership, their finances, and their supply chains. This new strategy required a multi-pronged approach. The FBI would leverage its full arsenal of investigative tools, undercover agents, wiretaps, surveillance, and financial analysis. But it also required something more: cooperation. Vanquish recognized that the cartels thrived on their ability to operate across borders. The FBI needed to forge strong partnerships with international law enforcement agencies. Information sharing, joint operations, and coordinated efforts were crucial to disrupting the cartel's global networks. The FBI also targeted the cartel's lifeblood money. By following the money trail, they could identify and seize assets, cripple their financial operations, and dismantle their vast networks. This involved sophisticated financial investigations, tracking funds through complex shell companies and offshore accounts. The third prong of Vanquish's strategy focused on disrupting the cartel's supply chain. This meant targeting their production facilities, their transportation routes, and their distribution networks. Section 4, the human element, building trust, breaking barriers. Vanquish was not just about tactics and technology, it was about people. Building trust within communities terrorized by the cartels was essential. The FBI needed people to come forward with information, to testify in court, to break the code of silence. This required a delicate touch, building relationships, and demonstrating a commitment to protecting witnesses. The FBI invested in witness protection programs and community outreach efforts, working to earn the trust of those living in fear. Vanquish also relied heavily on the courage and dedication of undercover agents who infiltrated the cartels at great personal risk. These agents lived double lives, navigating a dangerous underworld to gather intelligence and build cases against cartel leaders. Section 5. Vanquish's triumphs, crushing the cartels. Operation Vanquish racked up significant victories in its war against the cartels. High-profile arrests sent shockwaves through the criminal underworld. One by one, cartel kingpins, once considered untouchable, found themselves behind bars. The operation crippled cartel finances, seizing billions of dollars in assets, from cash and real estate to luxury cars and private jets. The flow of drugs into the United States, while not completely stemmed, was significantly reduced. Section 6. Legacy of Vanquish. A lasting impact? Operation Vanquish marked a turning point in the fight against drug trafficking. It demonstrated the importance of a strategic, intelligence-driven approach, targeting the cartel's infrastructure and finances. It highlighted the necessity of international cooperation and community engagement in combating transnational criminal organizations. While the war on drugs is far from over, Vanquish left an undeniable legacy. It showed that even the most powerful criminal organizations are not invincible. It offered a blueprint for future efforts to dismantle criminal networks and disrupt the flow of illegal drugs into the United States. The fight continues.